starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer.
Well, hello. You. Welcome into another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all you here. Now, listen, I need the idiots who do too much tour to be happening this summer. Milagro, Grams, Tasha K, always a loser, and doing the most in love will never be an option. Hosted by Ray J. I need that tour on the double. Good damn. And all y'all gotta do is go up there and make yourself look like the dumb asses that y'all are. Oh, I promise you, nobody will show up, but I promise you. Oh my God, the social media clips would be hilarious. Child, we got so much to talk about. So much to talk about, y'all. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destinations for you all. Miss USA, Miss Teen USA are back on television, courtesy of the CW. We'll talk about that. Michelle Buteau is not hosting The Circle. That's right, The Circle was on Netflix, but now it's moving over to Hulu, and celebrities are going to be a part of it. Michelle has some words for that. Big Tigger got arrested today, the day after Father's Day. We'll get into that. The Nintendo 64 game system turns 30 years old upon today. My Lord Jesus, life is getting older and older for me. Tucker Carlson is leaving the GOP. Yes, we'll talk about that as well. Are We There Yet has a brand new movie coming out called Are They Gone Yet? From Ice Cube and Nia Long. Very exciting there. And then Shrek 6. Shrek 5 hasn't even come out yet. Let's talk about it. We got so much to talk about. Yes, indeed. Shrek 6, my friend. We got so much to talk about. A whole lot to get through. Let me take down this iconic intro because Why Higher is Wayne Lowe's available. But either way, we got to go on toward now. Let me take down this iconic intro once again. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. I know. So much news going on. And by the way, y'all, brother, can y'all believe that we have done 8,100 videos over here? Now, we crossed the 8,000 mark. Don't worry, I took a screenshot of it. Okay, I took a screenshot of it. But 8,000 videos. Most of them live streams, okay? So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and I value y'all so much. And it also goes to show there's always something to talk about. If you just expand your purview just a little bit, you'll be able to find something to talk about. So let's get to it because, like I said, we got 7 destinations for you all this evening. Shout out to the 3 people that are here. Let's get to it. Miss USA returns to the CW following pageant ownership change. Now, for those of you who may not remember, Miss Universe was on Fox with Steve Harvey and IMG for a long time, but then it moved over to Roku. No one's heard about it since. So I'm assuming that Miss Universe will be back on television soon as well. So here we go. Miss USA and Miss Teen USA will return to airing on the CW. The network has struck a multi-year deal with BDE Miss USA, which now owns competitions, to air the two events in August. This comes after the network did not air the competition last year as a result of changes to the competition's ownership. Hi, nice to see you. The CW had previously struck a 3-year deal in April 2024 to air the Beat Pageants. However, in May 2024, Miss USA 2023 Nola Vaught and Miss Teen USA 2023 Yuma Sophia Safai resigned from their positions, accusing the organizers of abuse and bullying. Sequentially, longtime pageant coach Tom Border acquired the pageants, replacing fashion designer Layla Rose. The pageants have also been previously owned by the likes of 47 and WME's ING. The CW did not air the events last year, marking the first time that the event was not televised since 1965. It's streamed on the Beauty Queen Network. Its new deal is now in with Border. The Miss Teen USA will air on August 26th. And Miss USA with its 75th Diamond Celebration will air on August 27th. Both competitions airing live from the SIF Ballet Opera House in Miami. Let's look at that right now just to see where it's going to be. Of course, it would jump. Stand still. Be still. Be of something good. Okay, so SIF Opera House. Images. Oh, okay. This is nice. This is very nice. Okay, listen. This is very nice. Okay, listen. I not bad. Okay, listen. Personally, I would not mind it being outside like Miami Swim Week, all the beautiful, women. And I'm saying this for the Miss USA pageant. We don't need teens, dressing provocatively and all that type of stuff. Let them be teens, okay? But the Miss USA, yes, we can have them outside, on the beach. Can we not do, Miss USA live on the beach of Miami? Swimsuits. Just saying, I ain't gonna wear no damn swim trunks though. Just saying. I got a decent body under here, but it ain't six pack. So just keep it in the butt. But that's a very nice venue, though. A very nice venue. The CW is proud to bring Premiere Live of their programs to audiences nationwide, and we are thrilled to welcome Miss USA and Miss Teen USA back to the network, said Heather Orlander, head of entertainment programming of the CW network. These two competitions deliver the spectacle, heart, and aspiration that resonates with viewers across the country. We are honored to broadcast both, especially as Miss USA marks its historic 75th anniversary. Bringing Miss USA and Miss Teen USA back to CW for both competitions is a defining moment as we celebrate 75 years of Miss USA, added Tom Border, chairman, president, and CEO of the Miss USA organization. CW reaches audiences in every corner of the country, and there is no better stage on which to showcase these 102 extraordinary women as they compete for two of the most iconic titles in the world, from the Arches Center in Miami to the international stages in Cambodia and Puerto Rico. This is a landmark year for our title holders, and we are proud to share every moment of it live with the American public. So congratulations on Miss USA reaching 75 years. 75 years is a very long time. The fact that it will be back on TV is huge, and I know a lot of people really don't watch CW like that, okay? Even Seth Rogen roasted the CW, okay? But I do believe that the CW is a sleeper network. They just need the right brand direction. Y'all would just have a brand strategist job on your job page next star, and you can make that remote. I would actually apply. Because, like I said, ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox, they're for the industry. The CW could be for the creator economy and blacks and minorities in a way that has never been done before. So that's just my take. Y'all post that brand strategist job. Let me know. Okay, so just keep it up. So very, very well done. All right. More Brain Leads Virtual Tour Live coming up right from this space right here, right now. Michelle Buteau on not returning as host for the Purple Reboot, who I hope you have fun putting a square in a circle. She's like, I'm big mother. I'm big mother. Okay, this is my show. Michelle Buteau hosted The Circle in the United States for 7 seasons, and with Hulu rebooting the reality competition, many viewers wondered if she would return as host while appearing on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live. The comedian revealed that she would not be hosting the new iteration of the series. I'm glad that The Circle found a new home because it's a great show. Buteau said on the late night talk show hosted by Andy Cohen, I hosted the U.S. version, the longest running version, 7 seasons. The shade of it all. But you know what, though? It's not shade if you're being factual, and it was on for 7 seasons. But here's what gagged me. I put my foot in it, my back fat, my right titty. I put all the stuff in it. I cannot. She continued, but they're not going to go through with me being host. So I say, good luck, bless up. I hope you have fun playing a square in a circle. The Circle, produced by Studio Lambert and Motion Content Group, premiered on Netflix in 2020 with Buteau as host. The competition featured contestants who lived in isolated separate apartments and communicated with each other through a platform called The Circle. Contestants could portray themselves as whomever they want, with the object of the game was to be the last remaining to win a cash prize. Earlier this month, Deadline reported that Hulu had ordered a new version of the format after Netflix passed on renewing it following 7 seasons. The last one premiered in 2024. The new version is being reportedly filmed in real time, with viewers having input throughout the season. Netflix also produced the show in France, Brazil, which each only lasted 1 season. In the United Kingdom, Channel 4 produced 3 seasons, with the first one airing in 2018. With Love Island's United Kingdom, Maya Jama as host. The show returned in 2019 with Emma Willis as a host for the next 2 seasons. A celebrity version of the format was produced as a special in 2021. You know what? I'm not mad at Michelle Buteau. I feel like this. If I know that show inside and out, especially when people don't get that when a show is good, I don't care if it's the first season. You know something's a hit when the culture feels it, right? And so for Michelle Buteau to host that show for 7 seasons, about 7 seasons, that's your show. You know it inside, out, backwards, forwards, all that stuff. For Netflix not to host it is a backwards decision to me. I don't get why you want to renew something that's not working, right? And not to mention, too, don't y'all have an unlimited budget? I mean, hell, you're doing a whole reality competition based off of Monopoly, right? And Michelle Buteau, definitely, I've known her since VH1's Big Morning Buzz Live. That's where I first saw her, right? And then she did Survival Thickest. She's done some stand-up comedy specials. She's been around the way, okay? She is definitely known. She is a legend. She was even on First Wives Club with my wife, Jill Scott Lee, on BET, okay? So she's been out here. I think it is asinine, ASA 10, ASA 11, ASA 12, ASA 13 for Netflix not to renew the show, but it's also asinine for Hulu not to go to Michelle Buteau and ask her to host. Like she said, I hope you have fun putting a square in a circle. And child, if that show only works for 1 season, Michelle was right. But then again, there has been shows that have went on to do great things even after the host is no longer with the show, right? So there is that. All right, y'all. Big ticker. Pacific fun. Listen, y'all saw the thumbnail. You know my voice, and damn it, you know why you're here. Don't at me. Don't at me. Don't at me. Okay. So here we go. This is some news right here. Big Tigger busted for battery cruelty to children. This is an exclusive from TMZ. Okay, now this is all alleged. I wasn't there. You wasn't there. We weren't there. Okay, so we take everything with a grain of salt that I am saying to you. Okay, Big Tigger was arrested for battery and third-degree cruelty to children on Saturday, this past Saturday. TMZ has learned, according to police records, the longtime radio personality, and former host of BET's iconic or Black-conic Rap City was put into the Fulton County Jail Saturday morning, but bonded out later in the day. Officials with the jail tell us Big Tigger, legal name Darian Morgan, was released after posting security bonds totaling $10,000, including a $9,000 bond tied to the aggravated battery charge and a $1,000 bond related to the cruelty to children charge. Tigger's arrest comes after we reported Morgan's wife, Alicia Brown, was involved in an alleged incident in May that prompted authorities to open of a domestic dispute investigation. He was identified as the suspect, although it's unclear if the incidents are connected. So that is Alicia Brown there. And I did tell y'all that there was an interview with a brother, Alicia Brown's ex baby daddy, and he said that she would make up stories about men abusing her to get the men locked up. Okay, that's on Tasha K's channel. Okay, I did a whole review of that interview here on the channel, so you can go check that out. But after this tour, though, dispatch records show Brown sought medical treatment for her injuries before police were contacted and an investigation was launched. She was later transported to a hospital, though authorities know her injuries were not considered life-threatening. Tigger previously told TMZ in regard to Brown's claims, "I appreciate the support and concern that so many people have shown, and I want to categorically say that these allegations and accusations that have been circulating are false." He added, "Out of respect for everyone involved, I ask for grace, privacy, and restraint as my family navigates this difficult moment," and told us, "I remain grateful for the trust that so many of you have placed in me throughout that journey. I intend to continue living and leading in a manner worthy of that trust." Now, I'm going to be real with y'all. This was a statement from V103, okay? So Tigger did not tell TMZ this. He was on V103, and then TMZ remixed it and then added the quote from V103. Okay, I just want y'all to know because we actually played what Big Tigger said on the show. Okay, so the recent documents didn't reveal further details. It's unclear whether any arrest was made or charges were filed at the time, and Tigger's recent arrest rather doesn't state whether or not it is connected with the alleged incident involving his wife. It's unclear what prompted the cruelty to children charge, although worth noting the veteran personality welcomed his son with Alicia in 2025 at the age of 51 years old. Reached out to Tigger, so far no word back. So what do I think about this destination? Well, first of all, when you hear cruelty to children, right, the first thing you think of is, beating them up, right? And there was a time period where whooping your kids was not a crime. But now whooping your kids is a crime, right? I got whoopings. We didn't get too many of them, neither did my sister. But whoopings, were a way of parents getting to you before the world got to you, right? So I would say, let's hear all the charges, okay? Let's hear the police report and why he got arrested, because I don't think Big Tigger would be cruel to children. I just don't want to believe that. And then of course here, let's see here. And then right here, busted for battery. Now we don't know if that battery is related to the DV charge that Alicia Brown came on with the, oh my God, what was the, what is the stitched scar right here and the black eye? So we don't know if it's related to that, but just praying for everybody involved. Okay, so that's all I have right now on Big Tigger. If there's anything else, y'all know I will bring it to y'all. Okay, all right. Now, speaking of bringing things to y'all, okay, Nintendo 64, or excuse me, Nintendo 64. It's SMG's fault, okay? He would do that Nintendo, and then I just kept it in my brain. But Nintendo 64 turns 30 years old, and its legacy still hits different. The console that rewired the generation celebrates 30 years by way shots rolling out.com, celebrating 25 years onto the next 25. Here we go. 30 years ago today, gaming changed forever. The Nintendo 64 launched in Japan on June 23rd, 1996, introducing a generation of players to three-dimensional gaming in a way that had never been experienced before. 3 decades later, the console's influence remains deeply embedded in the culture of gaming and the memories of everyone who grew up with a gray cartridge in their hands. The Nintendo 64 did not just sell consoles, it redefined what a video game could be. How Nintendo 64 changed gaming forever. Before Nintendo 64, three-dimensional gaming was largely a promise that hardware had not yet been able to keep been able to keep. I was about to say keep up with, but they had not yet been able to keep. The Nintendo 64 delivered on that promise in a way that stunned players and developers alike. Its 64-bit architecture enabled smooth, expansive 3D environments that felt generally immersive, a radical departure from the flat, sprite-based worlds that dominated the era. The console's control was equally revolutionary. The introduction of the analog thumbstick gave players precise control over movement and camera navigation in 3D space, a design decision so intuitive that it became the universal standard for every controller that followed. 4 built-in controller ports made multiplayer gaming a living staple, turning the Nintendo 64 into the centerpiece of countless social gatherings. Now, I will say, of course, Diddy Kong Racing was amazing. Donkey Kong 64, Banjo-Kazooie. Of course, we all know Super Mario 64. Of course. Wait, really? You want to do this right now? Bro, okay, give me a moment, y'all. I'm sorry. Somebody wants to call in 30th anniversary of Nintendo. Okay, so God, I'm sorry, y'all. You would just think that somebody would just have some damn decorum. Okay? God. All right, good sir. Happy 30th anniversary to you. Yes, we're talking about the Nintendo 64 game system. What do you have to say upon this historic day?
You're fantastic.
Well, thank you.
I know you're going to be a great typist one day.
Well, thank you.
I'm going to fly for you.
Ask you to fly.
I hate my nose. Oh, look! It's a Mario's Export Express. Oh, nice computer you got here. Can I have it?
No! I'm going to let you finish, though, because it is your 30th anniversary. I want to hear what else you have to say.
Uh-oh, that wasn't as fast as last time. Let's try again, okay? Hoo-hoo! I always want...
The show is not as fast as last time, bro. I'm literally giving you time to speak. Go ahead.
To type. Mario's Wet Word Challenge.
Wait, hang on. I'm sorry.
Hoo-hoo! I always wanted to type. Mario's Wet Word Challenge. Okie dokie. Get ready to move your finger.
No. I'm lazy.
Oh, boy. Finally, I'm going to get to move on the ground. Here we go. Moving on the ground. Hey, where'd everybody go? Oh, there you are. I'ma bet you can't do this. Whee!
No, I would break my Mario.
Oh, no. I'm a-falling, and I can't get up. That is my impression of American advertising. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hey, you got a good joke for Mario?
No.
Typing is fun. Try it. Hey, I got something in my eye. Can you help me get it out?
No. Mario, no.
Okie dokie, princess. It's your turn to type.
I'm a dude.
When I kiss the princess, I'm get light-headed. Can I sing a
I get lightheaded from doing something else, Mario, but this is a family show. I can't talk about that.
song for you?
Go ahead.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When an eel lunges out and he takes a bite of your snout, that's amore. Get it? Amore eel?
You think you're funny?
I said it funny.
No, you did not say anything funny.
Hey, I wonder if there's a hidden treasure down there. Hey, Luigi,
That's for the BB
it's time for you to type. Have you seen Luigi?
No.
Hello there. Are you ready to type?
No.
Good. Then let's go. Ooh, you're getting faster. Keep it up. Hey, who's that behind you? Made you look.
Screw you.
That was great. Want to try again?
No! Why you keep asking
That
the
was
same question?
fantastic. See you next time. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Mario. Could you just be normal?
Peekaboo.
Why?
Oh, you're doing
I
great.
thought you were gonna go.
Look, I don't got no tonsils. Ah.
I-
Oh, boy, look at that keyboard. I bet you're going to learn how to type on it. Say, I'm hungry. Have you got any food?
No.
Guess what time it is?
What time?
It's time for you to type.
No,
Let's
it's not.
do this.
No.
Okie dokie. Now we go to the advanced level. Watch out for falling rocks. Scary. Oh, hello. It's me, Mario.
Yes,
and
we
I
know who
want
you
to
are.
thank you for choosing Mario Teaches a Typing.
I didn't choose this.
I know you're going to be a great typist.
Well, thank you, Mario, for...
Welcome to the intermediate level. You're going to be typing whole words now. Woohoo!
Wow.
Okie dokie.
All words?
Begin typing now.
No.
Hey, that was pretty good. But I know you can do even better.
How? You don't know me.
Look, I'm a video game. Boom. Boom, boom.
Oh, now you're gonna be the palm game, really? Okay. All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank
No
you.
one said you're welcome.
Hey, what are you doing upside down anyway? What's the matter for you? Oh, wait a minute.
Would you?
Oh, it's me. Sorry.
Hmm.
Have you seen the princess?
No.
Princess! Hey, I'm thirsty. You got something to drink?
No! God!
Oh, boy. That was a tough lesson. But I bet if we do it again, it's gonna be easier.
No!
Oh, that's the file menu. You have a nice place here.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
I
all
can
right.
swim very fast when someone is chasing me.
I'm not chasing you, Mario.
Mario's Smash and Dash. Hey, that...
Mario. No! No, you treat the princess with respect. You don't smash and dash her. It's a family show. Stop
was
that.
pretty good. Let's see if we can go even faster next lesson, eh? Uh-oh, that wasn't quite as fast as the last time.
You were
Are your
distracted.
fingers getting tired? Mine would be by now. If I had any.
Oh, you funny.
Hey, are you ready to Mario size? Okie dokie. You do just like Mario, okay? 1.
No.
Very good. 2.
I'm not doing it.
And 3.
No.
Oh, sorry. That's hard for you, but easy for me. You know why? I ain't got nobody. Get it? Nobody? Whee!
Okay, that was
Hey,
decent, Mario.
don't leave me all alone. Hey,
I'm gonna have
where
to
is
get back to
everybody?
my show.
Come back. Ooh, Mario's Tunnel of Doom. Very scary. My nose feels funny against this screen. I'ma look better when I standing still. Uh-oh, we slipped a little bit. Now let's get back in there and try real hard to get better, eh?
I didn't.
That's the
slip.
lessons menu.
She gripped very hard.
If you're ready, go for it.
I go for it all
Oh,
the time.
boy. That makes me so happy. I'm lightheaded. Whee! Okie dokie. Let's do the next lesson. Okie dokie. I'm ready to run. Oh, there's the student menu. Welcome to the outside world. You're going to be typing one letter at a time. I know you can do it. Hey, anybody got a diving board? You're fantastic.
Thank you, Mario. Thank you so much for your commentary on the 30th anniversary video game system. Now I'm 1 year older. Man, okay, let's just get back to this. So, since Mario has talked in our show, let's talk about the games that had defined a generation, shall we? The Nintendo 64 launched alongside Super Mario 64, a game that single-handedly established the template for 3D platforms. Its open-world design, responsive controls, and sense of exploration set a standard that developers spent years trying to match. What followed was one of the most celebrated software libraries in gaming history. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Yes, I remember that game very well. Is regarded as one of the most greatest games ever made, including cinematic storytelling, puzzle design that influenced the entire genre. GoldenEye 007, yes, for sure, practically invented the console first-person shooter, giving rise to a multiplayer format that dominated gaming culture for over a decade. Mario Kart 64, of course, Smash Brothers. Let's not forget Mario Party. Okay, that was huge too. Donkey Kong 64 and Donkey Kong 64 rather each left their own lasting marks on the medium. The library totaled just 388 games from almost by any measure, yet the quality concentrated within that catalog is difficult to match across any genre of gaming. Why does the Nintendo 64 still resonate 30 years later? Nostalgia alone does not explain Nintendo 64's enduring grip on popular culture. The console arrived at a precise moment when gaming was expanding its audience beyond dedicated hobbyists and reaching into mainstream households. For millions of people, the Nintendo 64 was their first experience with immersive gaming, the machine that made them fall in love with the medium. That first experience carries weight. The console's anniversary has sparked widespread conversation online, with players sharing memories of the games that shaped their childhoods and debating which titles from the Nintendo 64 library hold up best 3 decades later. Nintendo has revisited the Nintendo 64 catalog through its Switch Online expansion pack, making a selection of classic titles available to modern subscribers. But for those who were there in 1996, no digital library quite replaces the experience of blowing into a cartridge and hearing Super Mario 64's opening for the first time. What comes next for Nintendo's legacy? The Nintendo 64's 30th anniversary arrives at a moment when Nintendo itself is navigating a major transition. The Nintendo Switch 2 launched earlier this year, carrying the weight of one of the most successful console lineages in history. Whether it can match the cultural impact of the Nintendo 64 remains open question, but the standard it is being measured against has never been higher. 30 years on, the Nintendo 64 is not just a piece of hardware, it is a milestone in the history of entertainment. So there it is there. You never know who's going to show up on Brainley's virtual tour live. You just never know. Let's see if Olive Garden's food smells Italian to him. Oh my God. Mario Vision 3D, yes. He just wanted to be something to drinky, be a kind house guest, right? He showed up on my show. Everybody knows when I'm live normally, okay? I'm worried about him. He hasn't blinked all this time. I know. But no, congratulations to the Nintendo 64. One of the best gaming consoles of all time. I think what the Nintendo 64 did, it has showcased where we are now with everybody trying to be a game collector. I mean, you think about e-gaming, right? E-gaming technically was you playing Super Mario 64 with your friends and talking Smash. I was about to say talking ish, but talking Smash to your friends and stuff like that. And not to mention too, like what the Nintendo 64 did is why E3 became a thing, because it's like, wait, Nintendo is announcing stuff like this. We need to have a convention. That's why E3 needs to come back. Summer's Game Fest is just a replacement for E3. Just know that. Okay? All right? Just know that. Just know that. Just know that. Okay? All right. So, with that being said, let's continue on because we do have more. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not done. Oh, no, we're not done yet. Saw this from the rap.com rather. Tucker Carlson rallies against treasonous, and moral force administration and fiery exit from the GOP. Child, for Tucker Carlson to leave, you know, something has went wrong. Video. You cannot have a government that calls itself a democratic republic, and that is represent interests outside the country, the conservative commentator adds. Tucker Carlson blasted the 47 administration as treasonous, treasonous and immoral while making his exit from the Republican Party official. Tucker Carlson, a longtime conservative pundit who famously worked for Fox News for nearly 15 years, shared his stance on the Can't Be Censored podcast, where he explained his decision to distance himself from President 47 and the GOP in the wake of his disapproval of the Iran war. When asked about his view on the political climate heading to the midterm elections, Carlson made it crystal clear that he would not be supporting the Republican Party under 47. Well, the poll numbers now are, tell a pretty clear story about it. He said, I would not support the Republican Party. There's no chance I would support the Republican Party. As Carlson went on, he clarified that he wasn't going to support the Democrat Party either, and I don't know what I'm going to do. At this point, how could I or any American voter support a political party that's not loyal to the United States, that puts the interests of a foreign country above those of its own citizens? It's impossible to vote for people like that. He continued, and I'm not going to. I voted Republican my entire life. I worked at Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, and I've been a consistent defender for 35 years of the Republican Party. I mean, very consistent defender, but there's no defending because it's immoral. Per Carlson, the Republican Party today, which is led by 47, is doing the exact opposite. Exactly the opposite, rather, the GOP stands for, which he said is represent its own voters, its own citizens, its own nation, and they're not doing that. So no, I'm out. He added, if I'm out, then I think a lot of other people are out. Later in the sit down, Carlson shared that he never understood the Make America Great Again mantra made famous by 47 administration. So of course, it's not that one. LFG.
In terms of a read from the American people, often they feel the same way as you do, and maybe some of the others that have moved away from the Republican Party and have moved away from President Trump because of the war and these issues. Do you think that the midterms are going to be like the first chance for us to get a temperature read of how?
By the way, can I just say this studio is wonderful? Like, if I was doing Brainley's virtual tour, like, hello, chair here, guest there, I'm talking about the highest destinations of the day in this type of studio. Yes, and yes. Okay.
The American people are feeling towards Trump, and
but also too, I will make it feel a little bit more home too.
And some of these issues that you're talking about?
Well, the poll numbers now are, tell a pretty clear story about it. I would not support the Republican Party. There's no chance I would support the Republican Party. I'm not going to support the Democratic Party. I don't know what I'm going to do. But at this point, how could I or any American voter support a political party that's not loyal to the United States, that puts the interests of a foreign country above those of its own citizens? It's not possible to vote for people like that, and I'm not going to. And I think I voted Republican my entire life. I worked at Fox News, CNN, right. MSNBC. I've been a consistent defender for 35 years of the Republican Party. I mean, very consistent defender. But there's no defending this because it's immoral, and it's exactly the opposite of what a political party in a democracy is charged with doing, which is representing its own voters, its own citizens, its own nation, and they're not doing that. So no, I'm out. And if I'm out, then I think a lot of other people are out.
Well, I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who I know that you're close with, is also out. I was working at not the CBC, another network, and I covered the 2016 campaign, and we went all across the United States. And by the end, when I was in New York City, I thought to myself, okay, Donald Trump is going to win. I had an understanding at that point in time of what the MAGA movement was. What is your definition today of what MAGA now means?
I never understood it. I mean, I think there was a strong latent desire in the hearts of a lot of Americans to improve the country, make America great again. So on a literal level, people wanted that. They still want it. I still want it. But it was imprecise by design. So the phrase America First, however, which has kind of been retired, you don't hear that very often, is precise. Just put your own country first as you make decisions as a leader of your country. And that's very obvious. It's hard to imagine that any leader would use any other standard to make decisions. Of course, just like a father makes decisions, what's best for my family. A leader has to make decisions on the same basis, but they don't use that anymore because, of course, they're making decisions on the basis of other criteria. What's best for this company? What's best for Israel? What's best for our donors? I mean, I just want to say again, that's unacceptable. That's not just like they're off in the wrong direction. Like, that is unacceptable. That's treasonous. It's immoral. It can't continue. You can't have a government that calls itself democratic, a democratic republic in our case, that is representing interests outside the country.
If you like this episode and want to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thanks for listening and watching, and we'll see you again next time.
Okay, I love those two hosts. I don't know if they're a couple, but they definitely look cute together. I will definitely say that. And by the way, they're adding sauce to it, just said what a lot of people are thinking. I think there was a strong latent desire in the hearts of a lot of Americans to improve the country, make America great again. He said, so on a little literal level, people want that. They still want that. I still want that. But it was imprecise by design. Carlson defended that at the old slogan, America First was a precise one to consider, and just put your own country first as you make decisions as a leader of your own country. And that's very obvious. Like, it's hard to imagine that any leader would use any other standard to make decisions. He said, of course, just like a father makes decisions, what's best for my family, a leader has to make decisions on the same basis. However, Carlson claimed this slogan has been retired because the current leaders, EU 47 administration, are allegedly making decisions on the basis of the criteria. What's best for this company, what's best for Israel, what's best for our donors. He added, I just want to say, again, that's unacceptable. That's not just like they're off in the wrong direction. That is unacceptable. Rather, that's treasonous. It's immoral. It can't continue. You can't have a government that calls itself a democratic republic, in our case, as representing interests outside the country. Watch Carlson's commentary in the video above. So, what do I think about this? I don't think that he's wrong. It's sad that we are here. That it is taking people leaving. Yes, you would just have to add something to virtual horrify it. I love that. But no, it's sad that we're here, right? I think everybody just said, y'all, we don't need to vote for them. We already had round one. We don't need round two. And the rest of the country voted for him. And now we're here. There are literally 47 supporters that said he does not get the country. He does not get how poor we are, this, and the third, but yet they voted for him. So, in 2028, we got the chance for the presidency, and midterms are coming up. So flip the Senate, flip the House, flip the Senate, flip the Senate, flip the House of Representatives blue, and then let's get the presidency and fix this country. It's going to take a lot of work. Now, sadly, David Ellison will still own Paramount, so that's going to be a hellhole for a lifetime. But hey, listen, stranger things have happened. Okay, so listen. But I agree with Tucker, but damn it, bruh, it took you way too long to get here. It should have been from the beginning. Now, moving on, let's talk about this from Deadline.com. Ice Cube and Nia Long are reuniting for a third. Are we there yet? Are they going yet? In the works at Skydance Sports, which, wouldn't that be through Paramount Pictures? Why are you doing it with Skydance Sports? But okay, here we go. Exclusive, after 20 years, Thickest and Suzanne are back for another ride in the third film in the Are We Yet franchise. Ice Cube and Nia Long reuniting for Are They Gone Yet, which is currently in early development after being acquired by Skydance Sports 2 decades after the pair starred alongside each other with Are We There Yet 2005 and Are We Done Yet in 2007. And the latest installment of the comedy franchise, written by Chris Hazard and Nick and Mike Fontana. Nick faces his biggest challenge yet: grandkids. We built something special with this franchise. Artists grew up with Nick Persons, and now Nick's got grandkids. Time flies, says Ice Cube, partnering with Skydance to bring the story to new generations. Exactly the move Cube Vision was built for, and I'm excited for the new partnership, rather. The first movie, Bachelor Nick, Ice Cube has to adjust his lifestyle for his crush, Suzanne Nia Long, when he transports her kids, Lindsay, Aisha, Allen, and Kevin Phillip Daniel Boulder, to their grandmother's house in his prized Lincoln Navigator. The sequel sees the family moving to the suburbs as Nick clashes with the contractor, Chuck John G. McGinley. And I hope that the kids are back. I really, really do. I really hope they're back. with the 3 movies grossing more than $156 million worldwide. CBS adapted Are We There Yet into a sitcom which starred Terry Crews and Essence Atkins, running for 3 seasons from 2010 to 2013. Are They Gone Yet Rather is produced by Broken Road Cube Vision, with producers Ice Cube, Todd Garner, and Jeff Kotowitz. Executive producers are Ben Hertzowitz and Lauren Genoway. Ice Cube is represented by United Talent Agency, and Johnson, Shapiro, Schwett, and Cole. Todd Garner is represented by Patrick Kapp at Goodman, Jinwo, Gesterman, Smithson, and Christopher LLP. So let's see here. Milking 2 movies into 3 season shows. No joke, the upcoming movie will be fine. Absolutely. Like I said, I really enjoyed the Are We There Yet movie franchise, and I am excited to see it again. And Nia Long, Black ain't cracking. Ice Cube is still Ice Cube, and child. If other movies can come back, why can't this one? So I'm excited to see it. I hope the kids are in it. For sure. So Are They Gone Yet will be coming out soon. All right. Speaking of movies, your final destination for this evening, Shrek 6, child. Okay, from CoreCuttersNews.com. Shrek 6 officially in the works. All in the legend. Okay. DreamWorks Animation is moving forward with development of Shrek 6, positioning it as the next chapter in one of the animation's most enduring franchises. According to one of the stars, the decision comes amid renewed momentum for the series, which has captivated audiences for over 2 decades with its reverent humor, fairy tale parodies, and heartfelt themes of acceptance of family. Dana Carvey led clip on a recent episode of his final podcast. According to Carvey, I saw him directly doing 2 more, as reported by MovieWeb. So Shrek 5 is approved. So this would be to Shrek 7, I'm assuming. So the green light for Shrek 6 falls closely on the heels of preparations for Shrek 5, scheduled for a theatrical release on June 30th, 2027. Industry insiders indicate that the studio views the installment as not as a conclusion, but as a pivotal bridge to further adventures with core voice talents Mike Myers as Shrek, Eddie Murphy as Donkey, and Cameron Diaz as Princess Fiona all return. The franchise maintains its foundational charm while introducing fresh new elements to keep the story evolving. New cast members are expected to enrich the world of Far, Far Away, building on the narrative threads established in earlier films. Shrek 5 is described internally as a substantial reinvention, shifting focus towards Shrek and Fiona navigating parenthood with their adolescent older triplets. This family-centric approach has opened natural pathways for Shrek 6, potentially exploring deeper dynamics of the kingdom as the next generation comes of age. Screenwriters and directors involved in the project are poorly crafted stories that balance nostalgia and with contemporary animation techniques, ensuring the films appeal to both longtime viewers and a new wave of younger audiences. The broad Shrek universe continues to expand in tandem. A standalone Donkey film is already in active development for a 2028 release, following the swamp-dwelling sidekick and his dragon family on independent escapades. That is going to be funny as all get out. This spinoff joins the successful Puss in Boots entry, demonstrating DreamWorks' strategy of leveraging popular characters for multi-film storytelling. The original Shrek films have collectively grossed nearly $4 billion worldwide, underscoring the commercial viability that supports such ambitious planning. Animation advancements play a key role in the franchise's revival. Early visuals for Shrek 5 showcase refined character designs and vibrant environments, addressing past criticisms while preserving the distinct style that made the series iconic. For Shrek 6, expectations are high for even greater technical achievements, including seamless integration for humor, action, and emotional depth. The timing of these developments reflects a strategic push by DreamWorks and parent company Universal to capitalize on the cultural staying power of Shrek, from internet memes to theme park attractions. The green odor remains a pop cultural phenomenon. Shrek 6 promises to deliver more layered storytelling, epic journeys through enchanted lands, and the signature wit that turned a simple fairy tale on its head. As production ramps up, anticipation for what lies ahead and Far, Far Away, the confirmation of Shrek 6 signals a bright future filled with swamp-dwelling antics unlikely, friendships, and triumphant happily ever after. Fans can look forward to its late releases that will keep the magic alive for years to come, cementing Shrek's legacy as a cornerstone of modern anime entertainment. So, You know, I've been saying for a while, if you look at, and by the way, I know the news on Universal Kids Resort, they're saying that it's not universal quality. One article that looked like a kid's prison. I have seen the comments, and I will just say this, right? I do think that some of the concept art should be better. Like there's like a water ride that should be blue water, okay? And also too, the trees got growing. This, that, third, but also too, it's Texas. The colors should be bright, 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 bright. I mean, hell, it honestly, to tell you the truth, if you wanted to, you should have kids. Hey, take this paint can and splat down the ground, so that way kids can actually splat, the pavement, and then Universal does everything else. So I'm sure they are going to upgrade. They're not just going to leave it like that. But the reason why I bring up Universal and the parks is because if you guys remember when we went over to Singapore, virtually there's a Shrek land, and there is the far, far away castle recreated. We can go inside and watch Shrek 4D. So, depending on the success of Shrek 5, mark my words. I'm telling you right now, Epic Universe has plots. There could be a Shrek land inside Epic Universe. Believe me, you. And let's not forget DreamWorks Land, where they already have Shrek Swamp, where you can slide through this swamp in a slide form, right? So I think Shrek could definitely be one of the parks. I remember when they took Shrek 4D out, and now they're probably wondering, man, should we get Shrek 4D? Probably back to the parks. So you could be right, more implementation in the parks. You're confident on that. I think it's missing flowers and plants for sure. So I'm going to take a little bit of commercial break, and then we'll be back with more. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Roll it.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Pray lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylonly's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylonly's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylonly got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylonly's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand, and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylonly, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth. We're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment news done away with. Braylonly, spotlight sharp like not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Mira's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician, general, author, ruler, man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
I'm loving it. McDonald's. I'm loving it. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
I love you right back so much. I had to tell you thrice. Welcome back into Brainley's virtual tour live. We are live on tour. Yes, indeed. Las Vegas commercials. You know, that's one of our Caesar Palace commercials. You know, your palace awaits. You know, I mean, every time Caesar says that, I'm like, oh, you know about this palace over here awaits for the people of culture, media, everything in between for the people. That's what we do over here. Glad to do it for all of you. I'm going to turn on my camera now because we have done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. You know, I didn't know if there would be a tour today because I always want to make sure if I'm doing a tour, there are destinations in there for everybody. And I'm thankful that the tour came out as good as it did today. I think the big news was the fact that Big Tigger got arrested. You know, that is actually relevant because we have been following the Big Tigger story. But also, too, Miss USA coming back to television, then Michelle Buteau, you know, telling Netflix and Hulu to, you know, square themselves, you know what I mean? You know, the Nintendo 64 turning 30 years old today is a huge celebration. Then Tucker Carlson leaving the GOP completely, which, I mean, if he leaving, you know things are bad. And then, of course, are we there yet with a brand new movie called Are They Gone Yet? So I'm guessing the grandkids have moved back in with Nick and Suzanne. And then, of course, a Shrek 6 may be on the way, even though we haven't seen Shrek 5 yet. So a lot going on in the culture in all ways. And I think that's the thing I love about our show. You never know what you're going to get over here, but you know you're going to get something, right? Before I used to cover 5 to 6 destinations. Now it's about 7 to 8. Because my thought process is, out of all these destinations I'm gonna cover, there's gonna be at least one gonna be tuned in. So thank you, good sir. So if you were looking for Big Tigger, you have to wait till the 3rd destination. If you were looking for, what's going to happen with pageantry, it's the first one. If you were looking for video games, you got that. If you were looking for animation, you got that. If you were looking for social issues, you got that. Like, life is not one-dimensional, so I don't know why we make our content one-dimensional, right? I think that you guys can definitely say that you guys know Braylon from this channel. Now, of course, y'all know YouTube Braylon, right? That's different than being in real life with me. But everything that I talk about, I'm genuinely interested in. There's not one topic that I'm not interested in. If I'm coming on YouTube to talk about, believe me, I have done my research. I have sat with my thoughts. And I have understood where my energy is coming from, because I never want to come to y'all with anything that doesn't feel authentic. I think that's very important, right? Like, for example, I know it's been a minute since we did BFP Imagineering Live, but when you hear like Dark Universe doing an expansion, okay, well, we knew that there was an amphitheater concept art. That's not really news to me. The testing of the Celestial Park being open, okay, that's not really new, because those have been rumors for a long time. But when we saw that Disney was getting into AI and doing it with theme park design, that's worthy of going live, because that's something culturally sound that needs to be talked about, right? So, like I said before, it's better to place in 3rd place than to place in 1st place all the time. I'm good with placing in 3rd place, being in peace, having my mental health together, covering a multitude of things, and still being myself. Just saying. Because we do cover like the drama of what's happening, but we also cover the upside, such as life. So, but yep, after this month, Disney, you got one more month to D23. I know Josh Jabar, his team is like, good damn. We gotta do a good D23, because if we don't, Bray's gonna ream us up the behind. Just, my God, and I will. I think there's somebody in our group chat, I believe, Thornton and Phil sent the group chat something of somebody already has live stream scheduled for D23 in August. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. That's a good idea and kind of a bad idea, because of the fact that you want to build anticipation for it, right? So whenever you're doing like live stream content, let's see here, makes a show makes itself when it has life behind wanting to speak on it. Absolutely. We never just do a show just to do a show. I've never rolled that way. I feel like that's inauthentic, disrespectful, and classless to your audience if you're just doing a show just to do. And like I said, with D23, it's August 13th, 14th, or 15th. If you post that now, right, your audience is about seeing content in real time. So now you're making them wait all that time, right? So it's like, okay, there's nothing happening now. So that deflates the energy out of, your energy. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that's a bad strategy, but just you want to make sure that when you are doing content, that you are responding according to the time that the content is being talked about. So I don't know if anybody else really talked about that Adobe AI stuff with Disney. I don't know if anybody else talked about it. I'm sure if I do like a deep dive research expedition, I'm sure that other content person talked about it. I'm sure. By the way, I'm very proud of Phil and Fortune. They have been stepping out on faith, doing some content on their own. This past Saturday, we did a interview with somebody talking about Once Upon a Studio. What do you mean you have? Oh, you mean the Adobe Disney? You haven't seen anything thus far? Okay, thank you, good sir. I would figure that, you know, other people talk about it. I mean, it is a big deal. I certainly thought Capture the Magic would, you know, talk about it, since he said AI doesn't create anything new. I would assume he would at least talk about it, but you know, like I said, I have no smoke with nobody, y'all. If anything, I have smoke over the perspective that somebody gives, but that doesn't mean that I hate that individual. I think two things can be true. You can have smoke for perspective, but that doesn't mean that you hate an individual. So, but yeah, we did an interview talking about Once Upon a Studio, and it was a good interview for what it was. I wish that we could have had a little more time, but hey, we did the best that we could with it, and I don't know if Florentine will post it anytime soon, but it was a great time. It really was. So. Yes, Matthew episodes. Allie was great for us, BFP. Having with something we love to talk about, especially brain with Disney animation, both another genius. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, I wish we could have just had a little more time, because we were really starting to get into our groove with him. And I feel like he was starting to get comfortable with us. But, you know, it's all good in the neighborhood. It really is. And maybe he might come back for, you know, part 2 to really, you know, dig deep into it. But yeah, it was good. It was definitely good. It was definitely good. It was definitely good. So. And I will say this too, right? If you are going to be a content creator, you know, the best piece of advice that I could give you is something I learned from a Johnny Carson documentary. Don't be hot on a cool medium. Don't be hot on a cool medium. Don't be hot on a cool medium. What does that mean? Y'all know how I always say each platform requires a different energy. The energy that you guys get on Brainley's Virtual Tour Live would not be the same energy that you guys got if I got one of my NBC shows picked up by NBC, right? The energy that would be on an NBC or Russell show would not be the same with BFP Imagineering. The way I am by myself is not the way that I'm in a group. The way I'm in a group is not the same way that I am in an interview, right? So when it came to the Matthew interview, think if you guys go over to Fortune's channel, what you guys will see me very, not so much reserved, because I don't think I'm a reserved personality, but you guys definitely get to see me more pulled back and more observant and definitely more conversational. Not saying that I'm not conversational over here, I am, but hello, it's Brainley's Virtual Tour, you know, when you hear that dun 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 dun. Lights go low, the city glows high, you know, that's the show, right? So I gotta bring that energy. But with this interview, you definitely see a different side to me. Yes, I think another episode he came from One Spot Studio was dinner time for him. Definitely filled with love. Him again to talk things. I was fine, but I kind of stumbled. It's all good. I suppose I didn't expect to be an interviewer. And listen, it's all good. I think that sometimes, because like I said, I learned how to do a set of interview questions, right? I knew what forward questions were and all that type of stuff. There's different types of questions that you can ask in an interview, but I think the best interviewers are the ones that are the most present, that are the most in tune, and that they are the most observant, right? Because with Florentin, he watched, and we're just talking now at this point, y'all. Florentin watched the short before the interview. I did not, because I wanted to come in as a voice of, okay, let's talk about this from the standpoint of, okay, this is what it is, not adding any sauce to it, but just having a genuine, honest conversation, right? I think that perspective works out well. So if you want to be an interviewer, if you want to have a career as an interviewer, you don't have to have a list of questions right all the time, right? Now, depending on the interview, yes, you need a list of questions. If you're going to sit down with a convicted felon, it's important for you to have your questions from A to Z, right? But if you are talking to an animator, if you're talking to an inventor, right? Lean into the energy of your interviewee, right? If your interviewee is a scientist or an inventor, guess what? Yes, they're smart, but also too, they have to have somewhat of a fun personality. Lean into that. If they're an animator, lean into that. If they are a florist, lean into your curiosity of, what gardening means to you. I think a lot of times we forget that our curiosity is our greatest tool. I mean, this whole channel is built off of curiosity, for God's sakes. I mean, sincerely. Like I always say, the three perspectives I always have is either I know good content I'm talking about, I don't know the content, but I know people who know of the content. If I really don't know something, I'll do my research. If I really, really don't know something, I'll give my best, honest, genuine. So those are the four perspectives that I give. And I try to lean into those, right? Lean into the energy of yourself, even with foreign territory to beat you. It's all you need. Exactly right. Like, each platform requires a different energy. Like, if G4 was still around and they called me and said, hey, Bray, we need you to do live coverage of D23 on G4, I'm like, okay, now I'm not going to be safe. What do you mean? I'm not going to say everything that Disney announces is great. If something's not great, I'm going to say it. Now, will it have the same veracity as on BFP and Brandon's Virtual Live? No, because that platform is live national television with advertisers and sponsors and other parts of a connected web, right? So you can't really just go to hell. But there is a way to critique something and still have your soul intact. There is a way to do that. What I mean? But hey, to each their own too. So, man, just a little one-on-one media talk. That's all. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, we're just chilling. Hey, two people, we are just chillaxing here. Glad to have you here. We talked about all those things on the thumbnail. So if you got any questions about any of those destinations, please feel free to ask your question. I will answer it to the best of my ability. We are just chillaxing. Just chillaxing. Like I said, I had a good weekend with Juneteenth on Friday and then Father's Day on Sunday. And by the way, if you forgot Father's Day, it's Father's Day week. Okay? Father's Day was Sunday, but you can celebrate it all week long. So, yeah, just chillax. I think I'll probably end the show at maybe 1 hour, 25 minutes. We'll see. Warrington, what was your favorite destination tonight out of all the destinations? Because we did talk about a lot. And to the second person that's here, you feel free to chime in too. I don't bite. Give me one moment, y'all. Absolutely. I think next time Matthew will be able to pitch in on something, perhaps something BFP has done, or you never know if he has ideas or better solutions. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. No, I never want to, doubt at any time, if somebody, has an idea. The main thing for me when it comes to BFP, I was curious for Shrek 6. I liked that Nintendo sub. It was fun. Everything was great. Thank you. And you know what? Here's the thing. Like, if people are wondering, like, how do you know, like, what meme to bring up or what thing to add to the show, it has to make sense to the segment, right? So, did you really think on the 30th anniversary I wasn't going to bring Mario into the conversation somehow? But I had to make sure that I brought him in a way that not only looked natural, but it made the segment even funnier. Yeah, I was curious on Shrek 6 as well. I had no idea that a Shrek 6 was even going to be announced. I'm just like, can we see 5 first and then decide if we should have a Shrek 6? Because Toy Story has already Toy Story 5, okay? Do we need a Toy Story 10? No, we don't. Do we need a Shrek 10? No, we don't. Not everything needs to have a 10, right? I think that sometimes we need to appreciate the classic that something is. Just saying, right? So we'll see. And like I said, I do think that Universal will be watching Shrek 5 to see what the numbers are. And if it does well, they're definitely going to try to implement that all. I'm not surprised if I had to guess something is moving on Toy Story. No, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I think the biggest thing is you want to make sure that the characters in those stories are still respected. You don't want to be a franchise like, oh my God, here these guys. So again, it's Ice Age is going far enough every sequel, but hot subject each time. Yeah, you know what? When I saw that Ice Age was coming out for a new movie, I'm like, you know what? I'm here for it. Why not? Ice Age is still beloved, and not to mention we get to hear Queen Latifah again as Ellie. So when Queen Latifah was added, it did something to the franchise. So and hopefully, if Disney is smart, which they are creativity right now, as they've been for a long time, but if they're smart, they will try to figure out how to add Ice Age to the animal kingdom like we did. Now, of course, it won't be to the level of amazingness that we did it, because we actually give a damn about Disney. But yeah. So yes, indeed. And y'all, I know what y'all gonna say. Bray, do you really think Josh tomorrow is ever gonna respect you one day if y'all ever meet in real life? It's like, well, first of all, I think I'm not the only person that complains about Disney all the damn time. Okay, I know I'm not the only one, but at least with me, I do want Disney to win. You know what I mean? So I'm not just saying Disney sucks and not talking about any solutions to help make it better. I don't believe in having that type of mindset. That does nothing for nobody. You can ask Phil and Florentin how many times I've done a Disney live just to give ideas. Like, I am pro Disney, but I'm also not going to take them being fake and just accepting anything from them. No, we have the right to question if they are doing something that matters or not. We have the right to do that, just like we have the right to do that to Universal. When it came to the Fast and Furious roller coaster, I said, are y'all stupid? Are you out of your minds? Are you behind? Do you have behind the 8-ball energy? I said, and I quote, that it should be a Rainbow Road roller coaster right there. Okay. And then you have the New Dog City Town Hall, or New Dog City City Hall indoor, 4D experience with Pikachu powering New Dog City. And then I say you bring Yoshi's Island to where the Simpsons is. So you can do that 3-peat like Harry Potter. We also complain about Universal. But it's just right now, Universal actually is understanding themselves and they're about it. And Disney is not. So therefore, I have to be honest. Once again, you saw the thumbnail, you know my voice, and damn it, you know why you're here. Hell. If you want a theme park, apologist, well, Universal or Disney, they're going through a rough time right now. But come on, guys, everything's going to be okay. No, that's not what this channel is. The hell? I think the Furious Coaster Orlando announcement could have waited a bit so we could be more suspicious of what's being built. Yeah, I do agree with that. I think that I don't think that people really want Fast and Furious at the parks. I just don't. Now, I will say I think it is cool that, you can be in the cars from the franchise and that they, spin around, fully and stuff like that. I do think that stuff is cool. But it's just like, come on, the vibe is Nintendo right now. I would say more people know Nintendo than Fast and Furious. I know that seems like a stretch. I know I just offended the family just now, but come on now. I know I said we ended at 1 hour, 25 minutes, but we're just chilling, y'all. I'm having a good time with y'all. But like I said, we shall see. I don't think it's the end of. It's never going to be the end of Nintendo inside the Universal parks. ever. I think that they are trying to figure out what to do. I do believe Zelda is coming to Orlando. I do believe that a lot of people think it's going to be E.T. Coaster, the ride home. Well, I mean, that's the E.T. attraction over there by Men in Black, right? You know what I mean? So I don't think that E.T. ride is ever going to leave. I mean, Steven Spielberg, the Universal one, you know what I mean? So, and plus, on that, I don't think every legacy ride needs to be taken out. I think when you start taking out the foundation of how people know you, I think you also destroy how they can connect to you. Ooh, that was a word. I think when you take out the foundation of how people know you, you're also destroying how they can connect to you. When you take out the foundation of how people know you, you're also destroying how they can connect to you. One more time for the one more time. When you take out the foundation of how people know you, you're also destroying how they can connect to you. Disney, you should be taking notes on that. Hell. Josh is probably like, Bryla, we're trying. We're building a monstrous over a roller coaster. We're building a whole part of the Star Universe. We're building a tropical America. Why are you saying we ain't got nothing at all? We're sick of you saying we're losing creativity. We're sick of you saying imaginary sucks. We're sick of you thinking that you're the shit. Just give us a chance. No. Like, bruh, you guys are doing busy projects to look like y'all are busy so y'all can keep having a paycheck. Stop it. Forward to the please tomorrow call. And you know what? Honestly, too, y'all, back to the main question, right? I know what some of you probably are thinking. My friend Michelle said this to me. It's like, you know, for all these companies that you talk about, you really want to work with them. I'm like, here's the thing, right? I am a media, cultural, social commentator, right? Before I got in the game, and I will be that after I get into the game, right? So they can't get mad at me for the commentary that I gave before I got to them. Like, sorry. Like, you really expect me to go back on all the theme park commentary that I made because now I'm working for Disney? No, that's not how that works. Same thing with Universal. Like, no, that's not how that works. Like, everything that I have talked about and will talk about and will continue to talk about is public information, right? So it makes no sense to me for me to apologize off of me giving commentary off of public information. That makes no sense whatsoever. Now, I would understand if I said something, you know, top secret from the IT servers, or if I said something from a conversation that was supposed to be private, or if I signed an NDA, that's different. But for you to get upset with me over public information that everybody else is talking about, no, and no. The hell? That's like Josh Tomorrow saying, you know, when you talked about our Disney parks, you know, Walt Disney Imagineering, you know, Adobe Firefly, and saying that we're not going to do anything with it because we have no creativity, that hurt my feelings. No, that was public. Sorry, what you want me to do? I mean, does that make sense, y'all? I mean, come on. I'm never going to just be mean and malicious just to be mean and malicious in any of my content. If anything, I think I'm probably one of the more decent, sane, and respectful content creators. Like, if you become a destination on the show, just know I'm going to give you love, grace, and space. I'm going to say what's on my mind, too, But I'm not just going to drag you just to drag you. And I think everybody that knows me on YouTube knows that that's my character. Because if you look at some other YouTube channels, you'll be running back over here saying, Braylon, please cover my story. Excuse me. Because there are some content creators that just will not care. They will say anything and everything. We're good. No Swifty attack, and Phil is good too. Child, listen. Here's the thing, right? I think that there is a difference of I don't like Taylor Swift versus just being hateful to hate her, right? Now, I will say it did get a little bit, long in the tooth when they kept mentioning Taylor Swift every time at NFL game. It did get a little long in the tooth. It's just like, okay, come on now. You know what I mean? Because when you think about sporting events like the NFL or the NBA, right? You think about some fans that they've waited a long time to get in, and all the attention is taken off the game because of you. That can be annoying, right? That's just like, if a celebrity comes to a graduation, right? Like Rakai wants, Carlson not to come to his graduation. Imagine you worked hard for 4 years, and then no one's paying attention to you because everybody's paying attention to a celebrity. That would suck, right? So I think when it comes to different things of that energy, right, you have to be able to recognize within yourself that just because you don't like somebody doesn't mean you have to be mean to them, right? And I do try to recognize that. There are some things that I may not care about, but you guys care about, and I talk about it because you guys want to talk about it. But I do find where I can relate in terms of giving my commentary. I never give commentary just to fill up airtime. Like that. That's just, no. That's disrespectful to y'all. That's disrespectful to me. That's disrespectful to the platform that we're building together. You know what I mean? But yeah, I want everybody to win Baltimore too. We have to be honest with each other in commentary, okay? Well, y'all, let me give y'all the daily motivator, then we'll head on out here. This one was a good show. I didn't know if I had enough destinations to talk about, but looks like we did, and I'm glad that pulled off as great as it did. Let me get the daily motivator up for you all. Here we go. Right here. If you have no critics, you'll likely have no success. Malcolm Forbes. Well, child, you're probably right, because if you ain't got critics, you ain't doing something right. But anyway, it's time for Daily Motivator for Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026. Keep it up. Falling behind interjects you into a downward spiral that can become increasingly difficult to recover from, preventing that by always being eager to keep up with what must be done. Keep up with the little chores, and you'll create uninterrupted time for the big tasks. Keep up with the major obligations, and you'll position yourself to capitalize on opportunities that come your way. Yes, keeping up can feel like you're expending energy just to stay even. Bear in mind, though, that staying even is preferable to falling behind. You can optimize your time and effort by minimizing procrastination. When you know it's anything that needs attention, give it that attention. Get on it right away. Keep up and prevent minor problems from growing into big problems. Keep up and you build a solid structure to keep to support you in getting ahead. As the hours and days go by, it's worth your trouble to keep up. Your future self is sure to benefit and to thank you for your diligence, Ralph Molson. So, I was talking with a couple of coworkers of mine today. I said to them, I don't think people really understand how big it is to pitch 13 pitches to one network. When I showed y'all the NBC Universal thing, right? A pitch deck minimum for that competition up to 10 slides. So if you think about over 10 pitches, that's over 100 slides that I've created to pitch shows to NBC Universal. So the first thing I would say about Keep Up is the fact that even though the work may seem long, take your time in the process. Even though the work seems long, take your time in the process. Even though the work seems long, take your time in the process. Because I look at it like this. I would have rather done 13 pitches than just one pitch. Because now what NBC Universal is going to see is a couple of things. One, oh, damn, this dude did 13 pitches. Two, if we reject him, then we have to reject him for all the pitches. But number three, they're actually going to have to go through each pitch. They'll have to go through 13 different pitches and be like, damn, I like that one. I like that one too. Maybe that could go for Peacock, but this could go for Bravo. They really ought to be like, how do we do this? Right? Because the system never expects for the system to screw up, right? So if you want to make change, be the screw up in the best way possible, right? That's the first thing I would say in terms of keep up, right? So that's the first thing. If you want to make change to the system, be the screw up in the system. Now do that in a positive way, okay? Like I said, 13 pitches, that's screwing up the system because there was no limit in terms of how many pitches I could do. So now they're going to have to go through each one, and hopefully I'll be one of 5 to get it because I pitched some really good shows to them. I think there's some shows that, let's just say, NBC's casting website will crash down for, right? Number 2, let's see here. When you notice anything that needs attention, give it that attention. Get on it right away. Sometimes you need to be able to figure out why it needs attention. Before you jump on anything, figure out the why. Before you jump on anything, figure out the why. Before you jump on anything, figure out the why. Before you jump on anything, figure out the why. If you don't know why it needs attention, then your energy is not going to go toward that direction. If you do not know why something needs attention, then you're not going to give it that attention. If you don't know why something needs attention, then you're not going to give it that attention. If you don't know why something needs attention, you're not going to give it that attention. That's the second thing I want to tell you. Then finally, the third thing I want to tell you is this. As the days and hours go by, it's worth your trouble to keep up. All you have is one life, right? And you may have heard of this. Just because your dream is delayed doesn't mean that it's denied. Sometimes the dream that we want is not the dream that we need, right? And, everybody talked about Kai Cenat and Streaming University, and apparently Streaming University is in Los Angeles this year. It was in Akron, Ohio, but it's in LA. Here's the thing, right? If you got into Streaming University, congratulations, but that don't mean you made it. Not if, but when I become a host of a reality competition, I will say to the contestants before the season gets started, congratulations on making it to the live shows. Congratulations on making it onto the show, but that doesn't mean that you've won anything. If you win at the end, it does not mean you've won a career. It means you won the opportunity to pursue it. And I think that's so important for people to recognize that a stepping stone doesn't mean everything happens for you. And as I say that to y'all, I'm saying to myself, so if I get this NBC Universal thing, just because I get that doesn't mean I'm in Hollywood. Oh, no. Now, depending on the concept, depending on the energy of it, depending on if it gets to, a possible green light for NBC and I make it work, okay, that can be some fuel, but I still have to, stomp the yard. I still have to, pound the pavement. I still have to, chew my, what do they say? Sink my teeth into it, or you gotta earn your stripes, something like that, right? So just recognize that last thing that I said too is that at the beginning, middle of the day, it's worth your trouble to keep up. If it wasn't something that could impact you, you wouldn't care this much about it, right? So that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say one point special, because you are always one of us. And trust, you may not be where you want to be, but at the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why is one thing to call yourself? It's another to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I spend time with you. You spend time with me. Hopefully, if I spend time with you, we'll be great together. And always remember, you're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're just letting yourself know that, hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with being a big kid on Nintendo 64, but there's definitely something wrong if you're moving with a kid energy and how you treat people. Make sure the replay is not just right for you watching, not just right. Let's do it, but if you want to experience it again, I love you, I value you, I embrace you. I always remember, I see what we got to give, or I see what we got to give, or I see what we got to give it. Wherever obstacles you've overcome, where successes you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you. But no one else is proud of you, I'm proud of your damn self. Finally, y'all, listen. Trouble doesn't last always, but how we think about trouble does. Trouble doesn't last always, but how we think about trouble does. Trouble doesn't last always, but how we think about it does. I know it's easier said than done to feel like life is lifing right now. There's nothing good happening for you. But let me tell you something. Think about where you could be right now. Would you rather be there? If you ever need just a mental note of how blessed you are, just take inventory every once in a while, all right? Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's come, for the blessings that are on the way for me, always, as a society, as a people, as a culture. I feel love, and I send it right back to you. Good night, everybody. Love you all. Bye.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken-ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination.
beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
I've been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.